Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
All right, everybody, you know what this next song means. Go get whatever you need to get. Go get your snacks. Go get your drinks. Go get your smoky smoke if you need that too. I don't know. But, you know, this is the song before we start.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad,
Yeah.
baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
Only God wants you, better go
baby I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap, only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed, baby I'm bad, baby I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. For the rock star in this life, I'm living up on the attack. Baby I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap, only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed, baby I'm bad, baby I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. For the rock star in this life, I'm living up on the attack. Baby I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap, only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed, baby I'm bad, baby I'm bad.
What is up, everyone? How are we doing today? Are we doing good? I feel like my mic's too low. Hold on. All right, how's this? Nah, yeah, I might be screaming. Hold on. Hello, hello. Okay, we're good. What's up, everyone? How are you doing? Hi. It's been a while since I've done a stream that I'm keeping up. My last like 10 streams have turned into members only. Because we were looking at like the Thorpes and stuff for my video. I'm doing good, Neon. Thank you. Oh, well, welcome, Erica. Hopefully I don't scare you away. Hopefully. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, Jay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm tired too. I've been tired a lot. Oh no. Alright, let's see. So, put a 1 in the chat if you... Hold on, I can't spell cruel today. What in the world? Tell me... Okay, put 1 in the chat if you've watched the newest video by Cruel World Happy Mind talking about Illuminati. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not watched it. We're all waiting for Nick's video to drop. Okay, there's a lot of 2s. Okay, well, I'm going to tell y'all now. This video is 2.5 hours long. We are not going over the whole thing. We're basically going over the first, I think, 3 chapters in the beginning and then the end. Because the middle stuff we already know. So... Yeah, I didn't know. I was asleep while Tommy... Well, I was in bed while Tommy was live, so I didn't catch Tommy's live. So... Okay. Alright, well, we're getting ready to watch it. Yeah, I'm not watching... It's 2.5 hours long, and, I already know the middle part, so I don't, you know, I don't have to watch that part. So, hold on. Yeah, first 3 chapters in the beginning, then we're going to watch the last chapter. Okay. Oh, I believe me, I know there's parts in here I can skip. I know. All right, let's get started.
The tone that she had, like in messages, was night and day.
So, this is actually Blair on an alt account. This is her on an alt account, spreading misinformation and trying to enhance her own image.
What you did was unacceptable and goes so far beyond any petty beefs or squabbles or hurt feelings.
There is not, nor will there ever be, a price you can pay me to where I will put up with being a verbal punching bag.
She did this, she paid people to dig up dirt, harass me.
Because she's crazy. That's why. She's crazy.
For months.
You acted like this was a war and that you should be recruiting soldiers to come after us. You lied. And I can only think that's because you wanted us gone. Not just off of you two. You wanted these lies to come into our everyday life,
offline.
What she did to Wonder is the most gross expose I have ever seen.
I had to be walking on eggshells 24/7 due to someone's unpredictable and erratic behavior.
This wasn't just trying to separate yourself from us like we asked for and worked to do. Stop going after people who were your friends. Stop bullying other creators.
Period.
I'm gonna try and keep it vague so I don't mention this person's channel, but it's a very small YouTuber. But she had like 5 sources. You know, one was Wikipedia, one was BuzzFeed, drinks a coffee, is distracted the whole time.
Okay, not gonna lie, this intro was pretty hot. this intro was hot. I really did like this intro. Oh my god.
Am I late to the party?
I am sorry that I was ever friends with you.
Did you see Legal Eagle was accused of plagiarism by another YouTuber called Illuminaughti?
I can completely understand why she would be compared to creepshow art after this situation.
She went from seeming to be petty to seeming...
There's my girl, Evangelina. I love her. She's awesome.
...to be outright malicious and full-on evil.
This is a perpetual onslaught of accusations backed by convincing evidence by the people who knew her best.
She seems vengeful. It seems like she has a pattern. She has a pattern of being vengeful towards content creators in her past.
For the message that I sent originally to be taken in such a harsh way and to be justified as a reason to say that many things about me, I feel like it was a very intentional misunderstanding.
You claim you don't know what goes on in my personal life, but you go in depth about my living situation, my views on life, my depression, my car, my dog, and my mental health.
And yep, Illuminati's right there with her alt account.
What's that saying? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. A statement.
Shout out John Swan. Sorry. I had to do it. Shout out to John Swan.
That terrifies me because lately on YouTube, it's really turning out to be true. A statement that the Illuminati, also known as Blair, now knows to be true. Blair was praised for a long time on YouTube for being a sort of online YouTube vigilante, exposing scams and unjust, corrupt businesses, an anti-MLMer, and originally a YouTube channel that greatly inspired my own YouTube channel. Blair's
Isn't that how that always works? The ones that end up inspiring you to do a certain genre, they tend to be the ones that you end up just... Never meet your heroes, people. Or not really heroes, but never meet the people that inspire you to do things, okay? Because before you know it, you get screwed over. Just saying. Out of personal, believe me, don't do it. Been there, done that.
YouTube channel and her triangle avatar gathered a large community of like-minded people who wanted to stand up for the little guys who were being taken advantage of by those in power. Big businesses, scammers, and celebrities who were using their powers of money and influence to take advantage of those who had no money, power, or influence. But the problem is, as Blair gained more and more followers, she herself gained more money, more power, and more influence.
Blair would oftentimes tell me that she herself had enough money to retire at any given moment. Now, she was a very successful businesswoman, and from the surface, that did seem true. Blair even had a few BMWs of her own.
And then what you start to do with those things really matters, because you cannot be someone with a large amount of money, power, and influence who's misusing their money and power and influence behind the scenes, and yet simultaneously critique critiquing others who are misusing their money, power, and influence.
Funny how that works, right? You know, she would get on all these companies or people for treating others badly, and yet she was evil behind the scenes. It's I had a conversation with someone today, and they were like, you know, it's always those that preach the worst are the ones that are just as bad as the ones they're preaching about. Well, it's the same thing. Like the say men that run around saying I'm a feminist, women rights, and all this stuff, they're usually the biggest misogynists behind the scenes. Or, you know, people, it always watch out for people who preach on certain things, because you never know. You never know.
That doesn't work. And yet that's exactly what Blair did. She became a giant hypocrite.
Yes,
Blair
girl.
became the exact type of person that she was constantly critiquing on her YouTube channel.
I was fired. Blair had taken the car as well as my belongings. My life had been set back to square one.
What I do care about is how lies were weaponized against myself and my friends.
Oh, wait, I meant to put this on 1.25. Hold on one second. Scala, thank you for becoming a Just Saying Squad member. I appreciate it. Now, I'm not gonna BS y'all. I normally do not like Crew World Happy. I've said it before in the past, so I might as well say it now. I don't like her content. It's not a personal thing. I don't hate her or anything. I just don't like her content. All right. However, I know she was affected by Blair greatly, and I know what Blair did to her was absolute horseshit. Okay? So just know it's not a personal thing with me not really liking her content. It's just her content. It's not her. Like, it's not personal.
And she like spews literal lies about people. Literal f***ing lies about people.
Oh my god, I can't
Blair
get away
is
from
not
that.
a good person, and Blair has hurt a lot of people in the YouTube community, including myself. And worst of all, beyond Blair being a giant hypocrite, Blair felt this need to take down others within the YouTube community in order to stay on top in her mind. And I was one of those people that Blair tried to take down at one point.
Yeah.
Blair became a massive bully to many people. In fact, one of the biggest bullies on YouTube. All so she could keep her status as one of the top commentary channels on YouTube until it all came back to bite her in the ass. So Blair, this is why you don't treat someone like shit. Or maybe this is why you don't treat a lot of people like shit.
Yeah.
You can't just sue everyone on YouTube until the end of time.
Now, obviously, I'm not saying that Illuminaughti would come out and threaten them and you know, stop them from speaking, although that is actually something which did apparently happen in this situation, but yeah.
And you could have just avoided all of this and a lot of lawyer fees if you were, I don't know, maybe just nice to people. I really didn't want to make this video, as most of my longtime followers know, as you've been asking for a video on this topic. And honestly, I'm really ashamed of how long it took me to make this video because of how much I praise people for speaking out about their story. And yet, honestly, my mental health for the past 2 months couldn't really handle speaking about my experiences.
Girl, you ain't gotta apologize. And if nobody understands why you didn't do it, tell them to kick rocks. You don't have to apologize. You don't apologize for shit. The hell?
With Blair. I know I've been silent for such a long time, and so many people have wondered what has taken place, whether Blair forced me to be silent and what happened, and so I'm going to be sharing it all today. Blair caught me at such a vulnerable time. 2 years ago, I was really early in my pregnancy. I was extremely sick, in such a vulnerable state. I was in and out of the hospital. I had to stay on bed rest.
I want to talk about how I've been doing physically. For a while, I've been talking about how I've been feeling really sick. I can't post a lot because I'm so sick. And a lot of you guys have guessed that I'm pregnant because, you know, that's a realistic guess. You know, it's, I understand.
And all of this stress of the drama that Blair put me through really sent me over the edge at that point.
For me to try this many times to extend the olive branch, I feel like it was a very intentional misunderstanding. It just feels stupid and it's stressful.
And I was so afraid that I was going to lose my pregnancy, possibly because of the stress and how sick I was. Someone that I looked up to and idolized and respected was trying to destroy me at the most vulnerable possible time.
What I think I see here in this situation is we have a large creator strong-arming a small creator to silence their criticism of them.
And when the
That's
dust
exactly what
cleared
it
from
was.
all the drama, all I wanted was for Blair to just do better. So when all of this happened and Blair was exposed for hurting even more people than just me, in a weird way, it really disappointed me. But to offer some context, because I'll probably mention it throughout this video, over 2 years ago, I had a personal phone call with Blair. I did not record this phone call. I don't know if Blair did, but neither of us gave our consent to record this phone call. So throughout this video, I'll give my personal recollection of what was in this phone call. I remember it very vividly, but again, it was over 2 years ago, and I did not record this phone call.
I'm gonna tell you what, the amount of people that record personal calls like that, like, I don't believe in doing it. I really don't believe in doing it. But then again, damn if there haven't been situations in which I can understand if people have. Especially based off of who you're talking to. You know? Yeah, she is rocking some Farrah Fawcett hair. She really is.
I have to voice this over because whenever I try to film this, it makes me a little bit too emotional. And if I'm just constantly crying on camera, I don't think this video is going to get very far. I've recently received confirmation that though I did not consent to this phone call being recorded, unfortunately, Blair recorded the phone call without my permission and has likely kept a recording of that phone call if she ever needed to use it against me.
Well, unfortunately, if she lives in a one-party consent state, she can do that. You know, it all depends on the state in which the person recording lives in, and if they live in a one-party consent state, then they are allowed to do it.
Which is slightly terrifying because I don't really know how she could clip it out of context if she wanted to, or take one small snippet and make it sound like I'm saying something completely different than what I was saying. And I don't know if she'll try to release audio snippets of that phone call after this video. All I can say is it feels incredibly violating that she did that to me, since I had enough respect for her at the time not to record our private conversation. So I want to speak to Blair right here, and only right here in this video. Did you really record a conversation with a pregnant person without their consent after pretending to be their friend? Is that really the type of person that you are? Is that really the extent of what you did to me? But I'll talk about more of my personal story with Blair later in this video. I want to start off this video as I normally do in a structured way, and at the end I'll share my personal story with Blair. If you're new, my name's Madison. My channel is this one, Cool World Happy Mind, and I cover people, influencers, celebrities, scammers who've taken advantage of or caused harm to their audience.
I would like to say her thumbnail game, I do love her thumbnail game. Whoever is making her thumbnails, I love them. I love her thumbnails. Hormones, Nicole. Hormones and, you know, being pregnant and having hormones and, you know.
If you like those sort of topics, subscribe, and if you like this video, give it a like. And now let's get into this video on how Illuminaughti became the biggest bully on YouTube. And before we discuss the most personal video topic that I've ever made a video on, I want to discuss today's sponsor.
No.
Illuminaughti, also known as Blair or Blair's On, was born on January 23rd. The Illuminaughti YouTube channel is most commonly associated with Blair's pyramid avatar, with lots of people creating fan art for Blair, Blair even creating plushies for her pyramid avatar, though originally Blair dipped her toes, that's a weird visual, tried her hand at a few different YouTube styles of content before doing the pyramid avatar, and initially showed her face in her videos, making interesting storytime videos.
This is a story about. You just thought you were going there.
Blair is never, ever going to live down the poop story. She is going to be on her deathbed and somebody is going to play that poop story. She is never, ever going to live down the one video she wants hidden from the world, and it has made an appearance in everybody's video about her. She is never, ever poopgate. She is never gonna be able to live down Poopgate. I love it. I fucking love it. This video, this poop story video has been passed hand to hand to hand, everybody. This damn thing has circulated around all of YouTube. It is hilarious. Oh, dear God. Oh, it's so funny.
There's this, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know, out Mona Lisa's arm. I tried to pick them up with my hands. It broke in half in the toilet.
And often collaborated with different YouTubers, most notably Tommy C's news channel, SFTP.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that they, basically, Chelsea, what I'm saying is, alright, especially with YouTubers and influencers, you need to watch yourself. And know who you're talking to. I think she probably learned that with this, to be honest. She probably learned that lesson. You know, I learned it. I learned that lesson. I absolutely did learn it. I had to learn it too.
Where she played a character called Sarah J. Warren. The letters of her name spelling out SJW, which is supposed to stand for Social Justice Warrior, where Blair was supposed to play an over-the-top social justice warrior character on the show to make fun of social justice warriors.
Sarah J. Warren is unapologetically feminist, and if they don't like it, then I would love to drink their overprivileged male tears, okay?
Which is a stark contrast to the content that Blair makes on her channel today, and the podcast she did for the past few years, The Leftist Mafia. So for a lot of fans, it was kind of shocking to see her so overtly play a character making fun of social justice warriors. The main takeaway here being, does Illuminati just stand for nothing? Of course.
I'm not surprised, especially who she was with. I mean, she was hanging out with SFTP. Of course she'd be making fun of social justice warriors. She transforms into who she's around.
Of course, your views can change over time, but when it becomes a pattern where your views change just to fit your platform and brand whenever it benefits you, it's just you not standing for anything, which is the complete opposite of, I don't know, literally your entire brand and platform and everything I thought Illuminati stood for. Blair was given admin access to Tommy C's news channel, but it was his channel, not Blair's. Basically, Tommy was the owner and Blair was the collaborator. It's been
Yay! Shout out to Tommy C.
Alleged that Blair left the news channel because she got mad at Tommy C for making a fat joke about another news host on the channel.
She comes up to me and she goes, Tommy, I have a problem. I had called Rico fat.
But on this news channel, Blair also seemingly participated in fat jokes.
Everything that y'all need to know about the Tommy C story is it was Vault's fault. Okay? When y'all see Vault come into my chat, just let him know it was all his fault. Okay? Vault is the reason why Illuminati went into her evil arc. Okay? It is Vault's fault. Period. Point blank period.
As much as she, you know, perpetuated the jokes of him being fat, she couldn't handle fat jokes about him.
It's not Volt, it's Vault. V-A-U-L-T. He was on the news team. A 16-year-old called somebody fat over and over again, and it pissed Illuminati off.
Cut that out. Don't cut it out. No, comrade. Do not cut that out, comrade. Leave that. Comedy golden, you know it.
So it seems like there was this sort of cultural norm of everyone making fun of everyone, and then all of a sudden Illuminati just decided she didn't agree with one joke and cut everyone off, which I think is a little bit too convenient. I think there was maybe a different reason why she left the group. I think she started to decide that she didn't want to be associated anymore with the channel and the character she was playing as she was branching off and rebranding her own personal channel, and it just became a convenient excuse when Tommy C made this fat joke. But that's just my opinion. I think personally she didn't want her character on this show.
Exactly, Gaming Witch. Pissed her off while she participated in the joke. Yes. 1000% Gaming Witch.
which is anti-social justice warrior, coming to light when her main channel starts taking off because she knew it would likely cause her controversy. And I think that because when she left, not only did Blair disassociate with Tommy C and the entire group, but because she had admin access to Tommy C's channel, she also went into his channel and deleted all of his videos with her in it and with her social justice warrior character in it. But in the meantime, that deleted all of Tommy C's revenue and all of his work that he put in for those videos. And she clearly did not care about anyone but herself and protecting her own booty.
Well, I might have to do something about it. Okay. You know, not thinking that you would delete my videos.
Also, I want to note from the 2 or 3 hour phone call Blair and I had, I remember her saying that mainly Tommy C and Tipster were out to get her, that they make fun of people's weight, and that they constantly mock her for her weight and her appearance, which I remember feeling really bad for her.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't Tipster have the pass to call somebody fat? I'm just saying. I mean, look, I'm not sticking up for Tipster here, but technically, wouldn't Tipster have the pass to call somebody fat? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out here. You know, I wouldn't get on Bo Blacks for calling somebody the R word. He's got the pass. Just saying. I mean... Hello.
Her about at the time during our phone call. Something I find really interesting is that throughout Blair's time on YouTube, she's mainly long-term friends with men on the platform. Like initially it was Tipster and Tommy C and that whole group, and then it switched to Oz Media, Wonderstruck Guy, and the Milkmen. But at the same time, she doesn't just become friends with these male creators. Blair wants to control and dominate these male creators.
You know, I'm so glad she's saying this because I was thinking about it. I was literally thinking about it the other day, and I was going, you know, it really seems like Blair has a problem with men. Like it always seems like it's men, except for Crew Rule. Except for Crew Rule here, it always seems like it was men that she was always going after. I don't know. She might have something here.
On the platform. But if any of these male colleagues that Blair worked with, lived with, basically controlled, ever crossed or disobeyed her, they became a part of her alleged hit list that Blair had, and that at one point I was apparently also part of, and will probably become a part of after this video.
Anybody criticized needs to be silenced or put in line or smeared.
Where you're her target and she is actively trying to ruin you and your reputation in any way possible. And Blair goes to great lengths to try and take down criticism of her. She's been known to abuse the copyright system to take down critical videos, and has even gotten artists to copyright strike fan art to get critical videos taken down of her.
Now, there was nothing in the video that Blair could copyright strike herself. So you want to know what she does? She decided to abuse the copyright strike system by contacting the artist who made fan art of Illuminati that Nick used for the thumbnail of his video, and she got the artist to copyright strike the video and get it taken down. And the way she contacted this artist was just very manipulative, because she referred to Nick's channel as a hate channel, and she was just letting this artist know that her work was being used so that way the artist can protect their work.
That particular video was uploaded by a person named Nicholas Diorio, and in that particular video,
shout out Nick,
he came to an agreement with that artist that if he removed the thumbnail with the fan art, that artist would take down the copyright strike. Which makes sense because the art isn't in the video anymore, so legally there is no copyright. Makes sense. So what does Blair do? She doesn't let it go. Instead, she goes to someone whose clip is used in the video in a fair use way, and she messages that person and says, hey, your clip is used in this video. You should copyright strike this video.
Now, the person she contacted was somebody by the name of Valerie, and it was because there was footage of her vlog used in the video.
That person messages Blair back and says, no, I'm pretty sure that's fair use. So Blair
wow, okay, see, I didn't know about the clip. I only thought it was the artwork. I didn't know it was the clip too. I did not, for some reason I forgot about the clip. I thought it was just the artwork. Damn.
Has a little bit of a tendency to be relentless. But it wasn't just Blair's relentless attitude that caused her to go from Sarah J. Warren to Blair's On. There was a tremendous rebrand where she became a big content creator who was fairly well regarded, seen as the YouTuber who was gonna stand up for the little guy and take down the big bad company. So
yeah, she is the big bad YouTuber, literally.
So, what was Blair's big break? Blair's initial big break before she transitioned into commentary content was Reddit content, particularly Reddit content reading off of the anti-MLM subreddit. These videos were literally videos where she would just find funny r/anti-MLM posts and basically upload videos reacting to these r/anti-MLM posts. And these videos went pretty viral and they were pretty funny. Blair had some funny commentary to these posts, reacting to people buying essential oils and putting oregano oil on their feet, people posting about funny patterns on LuLaRoe leggings. They were pretty ridiculous and out there, and they were also a stark contrast to the content that she uploads today. This is when I first found Blair, long before I ever started making YouTube videos, and I think it's how a lot of people stumbled onto the anti-MLM topic. Also, during this time, there was a huge boom in the Reddit content on YouTube, like the YouTube channel r/, whom...
It sounds like to me Blair was chasing the algorithm. That's what she was doing. She was chasing the algorithm.
Illuminaughti ended up having beef with when she accused r/ of subbotting.
Now, I know some of you are familiar with Blair's history with r/ where she accused him of using subbots. She has said multiple times that other YouTubers use subbots, particularly ones that she does.
Hold on one second. Ring Man of Chaos? Because I haven't even seen his video. Ring Man of Chaos. Sorry, I wanted to write it down because I wanted to go back and watch that one.
Doesn't like. So yeah, I personally think that she lied about the whole r/ using subbots thing.
But Illuminaughti ended up deleting all of her Reddit content of this style as she transitioned into her corporate commentary style that she does today. I'll see if I can find some of her old Reddit videos, but because she's tried to make sure all of her Reddit content has been wiped from the internet, as you can see from her social blade, when there's a massive dip in views, that's because she deleted all of her Reddit content. I don't know if I'll be able to find any of these old videos. So Illuminaughti pivoted from this Reddit format to her commentary style that she does today, which is more of a research-based format. And there's a lot of potential reasons as to why she pivoted. I will say that during our phone call, Blair was telling me, at least personally, that she was trying to focus on commenting on companies over people and didn't morally agree with talking about people. I don't fully disagree with her notion, of course, but I do think it's short-sighted. If someone is doing harmful, downright abusive things, they're scamming people, they're hurting people, awareness needs to be spread about that person. To act like you are so far above commentary, drama, and gossip channels, or anyone who makes videos on people, which is kind of how she acted on that phone call at the time, I found to be kind of self-important because it has literally been found to be a natural part of human behavior. And in my opinion, I think you can do it in an ethical way where you're being empathetic, compassionate, and raising awareness, or you can do it in an unempathetic and unethical way. Either way,
love the cat. Maybe she felt it was safer to go after companies than individuals. Companies will be the ones who turn around and sue you. I always felt like she was projecting about bot situation. Probably. You never know. Probably.
Blair's original videos were deleted and she switched to commentary videos, and I think this is where we see Blair's girl boss era, where she really starts pumping out 5+ videos a week of a variety of different topics, starting multiple different channels: the Sad Milk YouTube channel, the Illuminaughti channel, the channel about her dog Casper. And throughout her time on YouTube, if you've been a sort of avid follower of hers, or just, I don't know, seen her around, you've seen her try a variety of different projects, whether they're collaborations or new businesses, some working out more than others. But on her main channel, Illuminaughti, Blair has 2 main series that she's done: Multi-Level Mondays and Corporate Casket. Multi-Level Mondays is a series about multi-level marketing companies. Multi-level marketing companies, MLMs, are often equated to pyramid schemes. Think companies like Unique, LuLaRoe, Herbalife. Videos about how MLM companies are bad can be described as anti-MLM videos. These videos raise awareness about how MLM companies use cult-like practices to recruit people into their companies. Members pretending to be your friend, sliding into your DMs.
Oh yes, and MLM. Besides distancing yourself from other, oh yeah, she did that too. Midna. Oh, well, have a good time at the gym, Grayson.
saying things like, hey hun. Multi-level marketing companies are often known to overpromise you a future income. You're going to make X amount of money if you join our company and buy our product. When in reality, they're taking money from you by requiring you to purchase upfront product. And there's a fairly well-known statistic that something like 99% of people in MLM companies lose money, not make money. They're equated to pyramid schemes and scams because only the owners of the companies or those at the very top, the people who joined at the very beginning, actually end up making money. And the rest of the people who joined are taken advantage of and end up losing money. A lot of you know my start on YouTube was making anti-MLM content. Many people have tried to rope me into MLM companies, as I'm sure a lot of you have experienced as well, and it was often under the guise of pretending to want to be my friend, which always made me sad. And after a few bad experiences, I decided to make a YouTube channel about it. And Blair was already an anti-MLM YouTuber by the time I started making any sort of content. Another series Blair does on her channel is her corporate casket series.
See, that's the one. I liked her corporate casket series, to be honest. I've done, matter of fact, I don't know how many of her videos we've reacted to on this channel.
Which calls out companies and
Quite a bit,
charities
actually.
such as Autism Speaks and PETA who have committed questionable or illegal actions. And under mainly these two series, Blair produces a lot of content. Try a video almost every day, at least 5 days a week. I couldn't comprehend how somebody could be producing that much content.
Okay, can we talk about that for a second? Jesus Christ, how Blair has got to be paying money out of her ass for the people who make her videos. Because literally at this point, Blair, all she is a voice actor. She doesn't edit, she doesn't research, she doesn't do any of that. She just gets a script and she says it. And then they put it together. She literally hires people to put the video together. That's how she pumps them out. She's literally a voice actor at this point. Like, my God. I can only imagine how much she was paying out. Holy damn. I mean, listen, I don't have a problem with people paying the editor to do their stuff. Jaded. And I don't even mind that people use other people to help them write their scripts. That's not bad either. I you know, but the way she was pumping them out, I can only imagine how much she paid for that. Like, holy shit. Yeah, I already said she had script writers, Malden. I said she was a voice actor. That means other people wrote her script.
It seems exhausting and honestly unsustainable, especially to be keeping up with quality. If you're not exhausting yourself, you're exhausting someone on your team. On our phone call, Blair...
Yeah, she does have researchers. She has researchers, she has writers, and she has editors. She really is just a voice actor at this point. She literally is a voice actor at this point. It's like, damn.
There was also kind of bragging to me about having 6 different businesses outside of YouTube. And already I couldn't comprehend how someone could be posting as frequently as the Illuminati channel was. So Blair was not only a content machine, but a girl boss who had it going on and just knew how to do business. Her former friends alleged that she would often say to them that she already had enough money to retire.
Blair would oftentimes tell me that she herself had enough money to retire at any given moment. She was a very successful businesswoman, and from the surface, that did seem true. Blair even had a few BMWs of her own, as well as Oz at the time, so I trusted my friends who seemed to have it all, and I trusted the
Can I have a few BMWs? I'm just asking. I just want a few BMWs. Just a few. Okay, I'm not asking too much. I want like 3 BMWs. And a big old Chevy truck for my husband. You know? Just saying.
process, which again, I found out was a very bad mistake.
So it seems like money and business and success on YouTube were pivotal focuses for Blair. And now we know that Blair is the CEO of digital media company Pyramid Entertainment LLC, which has offices in Colorado, Tennessee, and Indiana. But the thing is, when your focuses aren't on the heart of the purpose of your YouTube channel, which is not to generate massive amounts of it.
You should have befriended her before her life blew up, Kay! Yeah, I messed up, Kay. I messed up. I should have became her friend. Damn it.
income for yourself, but to spread awareness on dangerous business practices, your audience starts to notice. Illuminaughti is slowly turning into a parody of herself. Grocery stores are evil. Dentists are evil. Geez, lady, guess I'll die then. If you're making 5 videos a week on a bad company or an MLM company, how much can you do that before the topics become derivative? Because not every company is evil, or at least as evil as you claim them to be. I mean, so you get to a point where you're kind of just over-exaggerating topics for content and views. Eventually, you're not actually raising any awareness or doing any good. You're just posting about random companies.
Okay, so this is where I'm gonna skip. Alright. We don't need to hear about the legal eagle stuff. Sad Milk, we know how that went down. Clicks response. Wonders, we know that one. The cease and desist. Alright, so this is where I want to pick up. I want to start with, I want to go to her story, because this is the one I'm really, really interested in. I will say the first 3 chapters, very well done. Her intro was fire. Her editor... Bro, that was amazing. Wait until y'all see Jaded do stuff like this for me. Eventually, it'll happen. Because I'm starting to dip my toe into making videos. And y'all are going to think my first one's horrible. I already know. But it's okay. Alright? We're going to do it. At what point does reporting become exaggerating? Because whatever those letters are has a point there. Oh, a cruel rule happened mine. No, that's true. Good point, Robin Hood. Listen, I have almost quit my video 3-4 times now, and each time Matt is like, no, don't quit. Don't quit. You can do it, Xylie. You can do it. And he's giving me pointers, so. I will say, Matt is in the background cheering me on about my video. I'm not going to be editing like this. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It'll be you, Jaded. Jaded, you're stuck with me. I'm letting you know now. You're stuck with me, lady. FYI.
So as I mentioned earlier, when I started on YouTube, I was in the anti-MLM community, which was a small and niche community on YouTube that I loved and cared for deeply. And if you've been here on this channel since my start on YouTube, wow, I love you so much. And I really appreciate that you've stuck with me since then. And when I was making videos on anti-MLM,
Sinissa for 10. I can't buy you a BMW or a truck, but now you can buy your own Matchbox version. Thank you for the 10. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And why hasn't my alert gone out? Where is my alert? Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. I was about to get scared there for a second going, I know I fixed it. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate it.
Content, I posted 2 videos in a series on Tyra Banks, which had to do with her treatment of models on her reality show America's Next Top Model, as well as the fact that she had an MLM company.
She would have created that financial freedom and achieved those goals sooner.
So scammy. Any sort of scam ad always has the word financial freedom in it.
And at that time, I was not the only YouTuber to do a video on Tyra Banks, and I in no way thought I claimed ownership on the topic of Tyra Banks in any way. In fact, I think at the time, Sloan had actually already done a video on Tyra Banks. Shout out Sloan.
Everybody's done a video on Tyra Banks. I didn't know Tyra Banks. I'm gonna be honest, when I was watching those videos about Tyra, I didn't know Tyra was that bad. I felt so guilty for watching that TV show after watching the videos about that TV show. I was like, I can't believe I perpetuated it by watching it. Oh my God.
You're amazing. So I also want to clarify that I in no way have this attitude on YouTube where if I do a video on a topic, no one else is allowed to do a video on that topic. I don't think that at all.
Oh yeah, anybody who thinks that, kick fucking rocks. Literally kick rocks. Just because somebody does a video on the same thing you did a video on, it doesn't mean they don't have a different perspective or they can add something different. The same thing with reaction. That's like if I got mad at Chris for reacting to this video. Why would I get mad at him? First of all, one, we look at things differently. He could add something that I couldn't, or I can add something different than he does. It doesn't mean we're going to have the same viewpoints on everything. People who do that shit is just drives me insane. Stop it. Stop it now. Okay? Just stop. Absolutely ridiculous. Exactly, nihilism. Nobody owns any topic, period. You could have 10 videos made about the same topic, and each one of them might have something a bit different to add. They might have their own personal story they can add to it, or they may even find something that the other person didn't. You know? It's so ridiculous. I hate that shit. I hate it.
I was only a few months into start.
You know, Medley, I want to say I have. I'm not 100% sure. Tell you the truth. I don't know if I've seen that interview.
Starting my YouTube channel, and a fairly small YouTuber at the time with 20,000 subscribers. One day, Illuminati.
I would love to be a fairly small YouTuber. I would love to go from micro to fairly small, okay? That would be great. We're at 7,500. I think we're at 7,500 now. Are we at 7,500? How many subscribers do I have? Hold on. Pause. I don't even know how many subscribers I have. Yes, we're at 7,500 now. We want to get to 10K by the end of the year. And then, once I'm at 10K, I'm fairly small, okay? Right now, I'm micro, okay? We need to get me to fairly small, all right? And then, in which I will stay fairly small until I hit like 50K, and then I'm just normal small, all right? But I want to get to fairly small. I want to get to 10K, all right? So we got to get me to 10K, people. By the end of this year, we can do it.
Had posted a video on Tyra Banks, and I didn't even initially know about her posting that video, except for I had received a few comments and messages that she had posted a similar video to mine.
And me at the time, I don't even think I had 20,000 subscribers.
Hello, Leon.
So getting messages like that freaked me out, because this creator had 600,000 subscribers and I had less than 20. And to hear so many people say the same thing about a situation.
Hello, Ruined Leon stream. Leon, I'm trying to work right now. Okay, that's fine. Watch me. That's fine.
Message me the same thing scared me.
For example, like this comment, which I was, again, a very small YouTuber, so I already didn't get a lot of messages to begin with. So to be getting that many messages was overwhelming for me. I knew they wouldn't stir up drama for nothing and had messaged me out of genuine concern.
Oh girl, oh girl. Okay, I'm pretty sure she has learned this lesson, but let me put this lesson out to y'all, all right? I love getting tips, all right? I don't mind getting tips from people like, hey, this is happening, hey, this is happening, hey, this is happening. But when people are messaging you and tell you, hey, somebody is stealing your content, I'm going to be kind of wary about that, and I'm going to tell you why, all right? I'm not saying all viewers when I say this, but there is a good percentage of viewers who love to see creators fight with each other. They love to see creators fight with each other, okay? So I'm going to be wary about some stuff like that. I have gotten messages like that before, and I just tell them, I don't care. I do not care. It is what it is. I do not care. What am I going to do? You know? You just got to be wary about stuff like that, because people are always trying to start shit between creators. Always. Always. Your best answer is, I don't give a fuck. What if like 20 people message you about it? I don't give a fuck by times 20. Honestly. I don't give a fuck times 20. Because what can you do? You can't do anything at that point. What am I going to do? Strike somebody's channel? I'm not a snitch. You know what I'm saying? What am I going to do? Strike somebody's channel? I'm not a snitch. I'm not going to do that stuff. You know?
For example, this comment, which again, this is literally a screenshot from 2 years ago that I grabbed from my old video that was reposted by Tipster. And by the way, this old video, I blurred out Illuminaughti's name because I didn't want to have a direct call out. But they said no.
And see, and this is where she was better than me. Because if I'm going... Oh. She's better than me.
Noticed that Illuminaughti because they weren't sure if they spelled her name right, uploaded a similar video today or a couple days ago, and I haven't watched it, but
see, you gotta think too, she was also still fairly new. All right, believe me, I'm pretty sure she's learned a lot since then, and good on her for doing that. And you better watch out. You're using, okay, listen, crew, she's gonna come after you for using the highlighter. You know how Blair does. She's gonna get on you for using the highlighter.
Glanced over their sources, and it's oddly similar to your content.
Tyra Banks and the MLM she was involved in. At the time that people were messaging me this, there were no sources on this person's video. The only thing it had in the description was in parentheses, sources coming soon.
Not sure if it's just a coincidence, but don't want your hard work to be copied and exposed to a wider audience to get more views and revenue. Sorry if this comes across as abrasive or not well researched on my part, just something I noticed. I was like, Tyra Beauty, Goop, etc. Sounds familiar, and similar order of content too. The fact that multiple people were kind of like, hey, we're noticing this thing. I hadn't even been the one to initially notice it since I was getting messages to the point where other people were noticing this. I thought it would be the right thing to do to privately message this creator.
I send this larger creator a message. At the time of sending that message, since I was like just a really small creator, I was like, I don't know how to.
No, she was probably right for trying to fix it behind the scenes. There's nothing wrong with her trying to fix it behind the scenes. It's just what Illuminaughti did was shitty.
Handle this. I felt super awkward, so I was just like, hey, yeah, I'm getting a lot of messages about this, but like, let's talk.
I sent Blair a message saying, hey hun, sorry I had to. It's an inside joke for anti-MLMers, so I thought that would be like a funny opener. I don't know if you know of my channel. I'm a really small YouTuber who's been inspired by the content you make. I got a few messages about the video you posted about Tyra's MLM because I've done a video on that topic. I'm really happy you're spreading more awareness on this topic, but it did low-key feel like a lot of what was said in the beginning of the video was really similar to the things I discussed regarding Tyra's MLM and her controversies, the rabies bit, etc. Coincidences happen, and I'm sure as a larger YouTuber, you're accused of stealing content from people you've never even heard of or seen before, so I get it if this message comes across that way. With the intention of just being open and honest, I was really hurt by the video though, because you're someone who has really inspired me and the content I make, so I wanted to reach out and hopefully have an honest but positive discussion on it all. Either way, I still appreciate the work you do. And
see, that was nice. Okay, listen, she wasn't even a jerk. She wasn't even a jerk in the DMs. Come on, bro.
You know, to be fully fair to Blair, looking back, she has an entire team. So I also do think, looking back, it could have been that someone on her team saw my video.
It was 100% somebody on her team. Illuminaughti doesn't do research on her own. She pays people to do it. The hell? She's just a voice actor. It was somebody on her team. And it was probably one of her writers. Because guess what? She doesn't write her videos either. She literally is a voice actor on her own fucking channel.
Or she was receiving just a lot of comments asking to do a video on that topic, and they just happened to stumble across similar research. To be fair to Blair, I will never definitively say she or her researcher copied me, as there are tons and tons of possibilities as to why another creator can go over a lot of similar information in a video, which I mean is why I wanted to talk to Blair about this information in the first place. As a smaller creator, I was getting a lot of comments of people telling me Blair copied me. I didn't know what to do about it. You feel scared because this other creator has so much power and influence, they can literally squash you and your entire existence.
She was a VA at this point, though. Yeah, I believe she was. She's been paying people do a lot of her shit for a long time. And especially when she was uploading videos like that, like fast and furious, yes.
But she wouldn't do that, right? So I sent that message, but I never get a response. So I just assume, okay, well, she never responded. She probably is just really busy and never saw the message. And so I honestly moved on and forgot about it. So then a few months go by and I end up getting pregnant. Now, if you don't know about pregnancy, there's a few different versions. There's some people who get pregnant and they have great pregnancies where they are not sick and they are very healthy and they're doing great. For me, I was in the sickest state I have ever been in my entire life, especially...
She had a rough pregnancy, in other words.
early in my pregnancy. I had to go to the ER because I was losing fluids. I had to stay on bed rest because I was extremely sick.
In the first few weeks of January, being so sick that I can't even get up out of bed, that I can barely even move.
And I was so scared during early pregnancy, which is called the first trimester. It's a really fragile state of pregnancy. You want to limit stress as much as possible, and you want to rest as much as possible. So I was terrified of losing my baby at that point. And so I was trying so hard to limit my stress and stay as healthy as possible because I was already really, really sick. And so the doctors were just urging me to stay healthy and limit my stress.
Okay, honestly, Midna became a member. Wait, you've been a member, haven't you? Haven't you been a member? Oh, anyway, thank you. Oh, it might have just renewed. Wait. What is going on with my alerts? What? Hold on, we're almost done. There's like 2 more that's going. I don't know. Probably renewals. Why am I getting things for renewals? Come on. Okay, thank you everybody for renewing your membership. I appreciate it. Free shout outs. Yeah, there we go. Free shout outs for everybody. What? Okay, that was weird. All right. Thank you, Stream Elements. I appreciate it.
And then all of a sudden, I end up in one of the most stressful dramas I have ever experienced, where someone is trying to ruin my career and attack me online. And it feels like they have so much more power than I have that there is nothing I can do about it. And I'm also completely debilitated and terrified that any more stress than usual will completely send me over the edge. It was one of the most terrifying and stressful times in my life. And I think it really traumatized me at that time more than I realized, because I really shifted into this point of just pure survival, where I was just trying to survive past that point. And
okay, Nicole, so to answer your question earlier, like, I get why you were questioning that, but honestly, with this situation here, like how she's explaining it, I can understand it now. Because if she was already having a rough pregnancy and she was already having to go to the emergency room and stuff like that, and like the doctors basically made her bedridden, then I can understand where she was worried about her pregnancy. I get it. I do get it. Robin Hood, thank you for becoming a member of the Just Saying Squad. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I get it. I get it now. Because, I mean, your question was good, but this explanation, it actually explains it. I get it.
Make it through the drama and make it through that point in my pregnancy and just get through it all and just make it stop. Blair put me through all of this. You knew I was pregnant and you still attacked me online. You said mean and hurtful things about me. You did not care if your followers attacked me, what stress that would cause me. Never really apologized to me publicly. Just said we were both stupid. You didn't really care about my health at all. The entire time you only cared about protecting yourself. Yet I was so stupid and believed you could grow as a person.
It's okay.
Like we were going to have this awesome woman growth.
Girl, you just learned that 90% of the YouTubers don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. They do not care. And you know who doesn't care more than the actual YouTubers? I would say a good at least 50% of their fans do not care. And they will come after you. They don't care if you're pregnant. They don't care if you're on your deathbed. They're still going to come after you because they love the drama between YouTubers. You've got to learn to stick your middle fingers up in the air and say, fuck you all. That's what I learned last year. That's exactly what I learned last year. I had to learn it too. I learned it last year. You know? Hey, it sucks. It sucks learning that lesson too. It fucking sucks learning that lesson. But, you know, we all gotta learn it. It's okay. You know? We all gotta learn it.
moment that wasn't about drama and clicks and views and was just about two people moving on from it all and growing and caring about a broader message of exposing scams and MLMs and harmful people and practices. But you don't even care about that. You didn't care about hurting me. You don't care about any broader message. You just care about you. So anyways, I was pregnant and it hit the fan when I started noticing Blair making subtweets that I was pretty sure were about me. But I was like, no, that can't be about me.
Chelsea.
I'm literally a nobody. I have 20,000 subscribers. I think a little more at this point, but still pretty much a no one in the YouTube community. But hearing from other people that she was constantly doing this to them now, I am now 100% certain that yes, she was subtweeting me. She also made an
Oh, she most definitely was subtweeting you. Most definitely. Yeah, I can probably bet money she was subtweeting you. As a professional subtweeter myself, which by the way, I haven't subtweeted in quite a while, all right? But as a professional subtweeter myself, I guarantee you she was subtweeting you. I love subtweeting. Robinhood, don't take my job away from me. I love subtweeting. Subtweeting is amazing. Let me tell you why subtweeting is amazing. Because it's amazing that you could put a tweet out there in the world and you know for a fact who you're talking about in that subtweet, but then people turn around and tell on themselves because they get mad at the tweet and it wasn't directed at them. It is amazing. It is amazing how many people get caught up on a subtweet that wasn't even about them, but they in fact do the same thing and they think it's about them. It's amazing. Hell yeah, people tell on themselves. It's amazing. I'm a professional subtweeter. I learned it from my best friend Skip because she used to be the professional subtweeter. But she has since retired, so now I do it.
Instagram story post referencing me in a subtweety way that was so bold that people absolutely knew it was about me. She urged her followers not to follow me and claimed I was subbotting. People knew she was talking about me and there was no hiding the passive aggressiveness. At that point, I was like, literally, what's this person's problem with me? So some of the people who had watched my channel also messaged me saying, hey, I think you should also check out this podcast with the Welsh twins, because she also went on this podcast and said some pretty nasty things about you on there too. And then my stomach sinks because first off, I'm like, okay, she's subtweeting me, making Instagram story posts about me. Now this podcast, how many things am I gonna have to track of what Blair's saying about me? And then also, oh my gosh, what the heck did she say about me now?
Yeah, it could be a scary thing when somebody bigger is talking bad about you. It can be a very, very scary thing. It can be like, oh shit. It can be either, oh shit, am I going to get brigaded? Or is it, oh shit, is my YouTube channel going to drop now? Because all these people are going to think I'm bad because this bigger creator talked about me. It can be very scary. The only thing you can do is just keep pushing on. You just got to keep going. You know? And if there's something to learn out of it, learn out of it. But with this situation, nah, she didn't do anything.
What did I do that was supposedly so bad? So I tune into this podcast. My heart is like pounding. Also, I loved the Welsh twins. I loved their videos. So it's so embarrassing for me. I loved Illuminaughti, respected her, loved these guys. And now she's telling these guys how awful of a person I am. It's humiliating and demoralizing. So my heart's pounding, my stomach's sinking. I'm just feeling like the worst feelings. I still feel the horrible, awful feelings I felt that day. So I listened to this podcast. On this podcast, she's claiming that I was like angrily claiming that she copied me and my content and I asked her for credit.
So she messages me and she goes, I'm just really disappointed because you're someone I look up to and you copied my video and I want credit.
Which, if you remember from my original DM, in that DM, I never once asked for credit. I never said, I want credit, give me credit. Never in that tone did I ever say that. So she literally spread a blatant lie about me on this podcast for no reason. She said I was a really small YouTuber, very much talking down to me in a demeaning way.
I'm gonna try and keep it vague so I don't mention this person's channel, but it's a very small YouTuber.
Which just goes to show how she views small YouTubers in general.
Oh, Blair is such a shit. Oh, God. That's so cringe the way she said it. Holy shit. That was so cringe, the way Blair said that shit. Yes, very patronizing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I think my anger would have gotten activated at that point. Honestly, at that point, I think my anger would have gotten activated. Oh. Damn.
She claimed that I wanted to follow and mimic her content style, which was not true at all. I had no intentions of becoming a corporate content mill.
She even admitted, well, kind of, that she was restructuring her channel to kind of mock my own channel.
I'm good on that one. And so I'm listening to this and freaking out because now all of a sudden I was wondering if she was going within the YouTube community, telling people who I was to all of these larger...
She probably was! She probably was! That's the sad part.
YouTubers. So there were all these rumors about me and no one would ever want to associate with me, making me out to be this honestly terrible sounding person, which was just so humiliating. She then talked down about my research, saying my research is just TMZ and Wikipedia.
But she had like 5 sources. You know, one was Wikipedia, one was BuzzFeed, one was like TMZ or something.
In certain instances, I will source TMZ and Wikipedia.
Absolute most offensive thing that was said on this podcast was that the research that I do for my videos is just Wikipedia, BuzzFeed, and TMZ. After hearing this, I was so confused that I looked through every single video that I've done to be like, okay, first off, have I ever used TMZ as a source?
Also, Blair uses Wikipedia constantly. You see how she takes an insecurity of hers and throws it back in someone's face.
Period.
Blair also said that I just drink my coffee and talk about my opinion in my videos.
And then she sits down for a video, drinks a coffee, is distracted the whole time, and just gives her opinion on how she feels about...
You know, this should be a lesson. This should be a lesson. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. She was a small YouTuber back then, right? Don't talk shit about small YouTubers, because look at this. She's got 535K now. She's got 535K subscribers now. You don't want to sit there and go, oh, they're a piece of shit small YouTuber. I mean, if you want to call them a piece of shit, call them a piece of shit, but you don't have to insert, like, them being like small or whatever, because you never know. They may blow up. They may eventually become bigger than you. You never know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're memeing, that's different. If you're doing like a friendly memeing around, that's fine. But she wasn't doing a friendly memeing around. She was being patronizing because of the size of her channel. And that's fucking gross. I'm sorry. That's fucking gross.
About things.
So yeah, that was a little hurtful to hear, but I think at the time she was just trying to get people to not follow my channel by basically trashing me and my research, which of course wasn't perfect, but I was literally just starting out and it was just incredibly vindictive for no reason. And so after hearing that podcast, I just felt completely alone. She did this so publicly on a podcast without even having the decency to reply to me about it. Like I was nothing and deserved no response from her. Like she was the victim in all of this. Me making that message to her gave Blair an opportunity to crush another anti-MLM creator, and that's really all she wanted to do. Yeah. She wanted to be the only anti-MLM creator.
She wanted to be the queen of the anti-MLM fucking movement on YouTube. That's what it was. She wanted to be Queen Bee. Yes. She wanted to be Queen Bee.
The only commentary channel, and was competitive and mean and cruel with every YouTuber because of that. So at this point, after hearing that podcast, I had no idea what to do.
Midna, Blair said, girl boss gatekeep.
Because she had been attacking me relentlessly publicly to the point where I felt like I needed to defend myself publicly. I felt like I needed to post a video about Illuminaughti and show what I messaged her privately and make some sort of video statement. I felt like I needed to at least try to defend myself because she was attacking me constantly to the point where I felt like she was trying to completely ruin me, and it felt like she was not going to stop. It was pretty much at this point tormenting me to know that both public and behind the scenes, she was trying to tarnish my name.
So this person in a podcast takes an opportunity to go on there and talk crap about me. But the thing is, what this person says on the podcast is just blatantly not true and so easily disproven.
But before I made that video, I even sent her multiple follow-up DMs because after that podcast, it was clear that she could see my DMs. And I was honestly terrified of Illuminaughti's reputation and her following. I didn't want to have to make a video to defend myself. I respected Illuminaughti still at this point, and I thought that maybe if I could send her a DM, that maybe there was some sort of misunderstanding. And
oh, she seems really nice. Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
I could clear it all up with her and it would all be over. Again, I was so pregnant and I was so sick, and I delusionally thought that maybe messaging with her still via DMs, we could just resolve this and it would all be over. Because I'm, again, so small compared to her and her platform. I just don't want to have to keep fighting with her. So I sent her another message saying, last time reaching out to you, sorry if my DMs have been annoying. I just feel like there's been a misunderstanding and didn't realize how offended you were by my message until someone sent me the podcast where you mentioned me. I understand how you'd be frustrated by my DM, but I didn't intend for it to come across in a harsh way. Why was I being nice and understanding to someone who never treated me nice at all? I don't understand.
Yep.
I think I just wanted this to end. So I just said, there's never been any beef on my end. I don't want beef or anyone thinking I hate them. This is so cringy. Blair was so clearly not in any way hurt by what I said. She didn't think I hated her. She just saw—
She didn't care, baby. She didn't care. She just saw an opportunity to stomp on someone. She didn't care about you. She didn't care whether you hated her or not. She did not give a shit. She just wanted somebody to stomp on.
But as an opportunity to like squash an ant in her eyes. And here I was like thinking I had hurt her feelings genuinely and like wanting to work things out with her when she had done nothing but be so rude and disrespectful to me. I mean, to be fair to myself, this was the first controversy I had ever gone through with any YouTuber, and it was a YouTuber I greatly respected at the time. But looking back, after she's literally not replying at all, it's just so embarrassing. Like, why did I go above and beyond for a crummy person who treated me terribly, publicly, again and again, who went out of their way to bash me and try and get as many people as possible to think the absolute worst of me? If someone's treating you terribly, don't just make yourself smaller to make them more comfortable. And that's what I did with Blair again and again and again. I think I was so desperate at the time, literally so desperate to not have any drama, but she really did not care at all and kept going. So eventually—
That's what she does. She does not care. She doesn't care about anybody but herself. She doesn't care about a damn person but herself. And the good things that she does do, she does it for personal reasons. She does it so she can say she did those good things. You ever met those people who their whole purpose of doing good things for people is so she can throw it in their face that she did good or they did good things for people? They're not doing it because they actually want to do good things for people. They do it so they can have that clout for doing good things for people. That's exactly Blair. That is what she does. You know? That's what she does. The little good things that she does for people, she does it for the clout so she can throw it in their fucking face. I have family members like that. And those are the exact family members I don't like going to and asking for help. Because because you're not going to throw it in my face months and years down the road. I fucking refuse. I'll do this shit my damn self. It may take 3 times as long, but I'll still do it my damn self. Yeah, it's like love bomb. It's kind of like love bombing, in a sense.
It gave me no choice but to defend
myself
ulterior
motives.
Publicly,
yep.
And I did.
I never straight up accused this creator, this larger creator, of copying me. What this person says on the podcast is just blatantly not true. All because I sent her one DM months and months ago. At this point, it's clear to me that they do not care about hearing my side or giving me the benefit of the doubt in any way whatsoever. And to be honest, I feel at this point that I was intentionally misunderstood. For me to try this many times to extend the olive branch, for the message that I sent originally to be taken in such a harsh way and to be justified as a reason to say that many things about me, I feel like it was a very intentional misunderstanding. And I hate that I had to talk about that.
Now, at the time, I was so afraid of her influence and her fans, since I knew that she was so much larger than me, that I literally didn't mention her name. Instead, I wanted to post what she had said about me on the podcast and just show the evidence of why it was a lie.
The most absolute most offensive thing that was said on this podcast was that the research that I do for my videos is just Wikipedia, BuzzFeed, and TMZ. I could not find anywhere where I use TMZ as a resource. And as far as using Wikipedia, honestly, Wikipedia is a boring resource. If I use Wikipedia, it's because I use that source to define what a company is and then went into my research on that company.
And just pray that people would believe me enough and that she wouldn't use her followers against me to try and destroy me.
I don't want random people that I've never even had a conversation with thinking some way about me or hating me or thinking I dissed another creator or accused them of copying me and demanded credit. All of that. It just sucks. I don't want people thinking that about me because it's just not true.
And luckily, once the video was posted, I received mostly positive feedback. But on Twitter the next day, she literally lost her ever living mind.
She was tweeting about...
She has lost... she's lost her ever loving mind a lot of times.
Doing a live stream on Twitch debunking some claims made against her. And a lot of people knew exactly what this was.
Blair was livid. There's a tweet thread of our kind of back and forth on Twitter that's since been deleted. So the only one that can be seen is from Tipster's video where she says, I love doing debunking streams. Basically saying she's going to do an entire live stream where her 700,000 subscribers at the time would see her basically try to take me down. Which, I mean, there wasn't anything to debunk. I was definitely at the time scared of what kind of further stress she would try and bring my way. Because again, at this time, I just couldn't afford any more stress. The other Twitter threads that have now been deleted was another Twitter exchange between us, which I can't really recall the specifics of, but I also remember people in that Twitter thread basically replying, being like, this is making you look really bad. You were exposed for lying, and now you're saying you're gonna go on a live stream and attack relentlessly this pregnant woman. That's a bad look. And remember, at this time,
she don't care. She don't care. Blair does not care.
I never wanted to go public in the first place. I tried to keep this private as much as possible because I really couldn't afford this amount of stress, and it's just snowballing and getting worse and worse. More and more people are getting involved. The comments are snowballing. By the time I had posted my video, I had already publicly posted that I was pregnant. And I want to say at this time, I was just past my first trimester. So it was already common knowledge that I was pregnant. Blair knew that I was pregnant, and in the early stages of pregnancy, it's just kind of a bad look wanting to do a live stream takedown of a pregnant person because at that point, I couldn't handle the stress that I was literally like this close to just logging off altogether. The health comes first, and it was just so much. Also, this is so stressful for me. I don't want to be dealing with drama. Physically, I can't. My doctors are recommending me to limit stress as much as possible to the point where I'm this close to getting offline altogether. I literally cannot handle this because if I lose my pregnancy over this stress, I would lose it. Like mentally, I would lose it, you know? So then I receive a message from Blair that makes it sound like not only was Blair going to do a live stream, she was going to post a video about me on her channel to her 700,000 subscribers. She sends me a message saying, so I'm going to be defending my statements against your claims publicly. There were no identifying characteristics that it was you. You are the one who decided to say that was me when nothing said it was about you. Is there any statement you would like to provide to me before I proceed? I'm not 100% what to even talk out with you. So now, since she said this via DMs,
Wait.
Not
100% what to even talk out with you since you decide to make this a public issue. Is there some common ground we can even find? Bitch, you made it public when you went. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what? Blair is like the gaslit queen. She is the gaslighting queen. She is the gaslighting queen. Holy shit. This last sentence, 100%. Okay, I'm not 100% what you even talk. I am not 100% what to even talk out with you since you've decided to make this a public issue. Bitch, you made it public when you went on that podcast. Is there some common ground we can even find in this? Oh my God. She is the gaslight queen. You know what? Fuck that girl boss gatekeep. She's girl boss gaslight. That's what she is. Holy fuck.
100% what to even talk out with you. So now, since she said this via DM.
You know what? Designing, It's not even the audacity. It is the caucasity, okay? She had the caucasity to say what she just said to that girl. What in the world? When she's the one that made it public on a fucking podcast. Oh my God.
I'm now 100% sure I'm the one that said through Twitter, can we please talk via DMs? I'm not 100% what to even talk out with you since you've decided to make this a public issue. Is there some common ground we can even find in this? Oh my God. You're going to make a public video. So of course I'm newly pregnant, which she never mentions, never has any concern about. And she's saying she's going to be doing all of this, putting all of that on me. And she's saying, is there some common ground we can find in all of this? Basically alluding to the fact that if you do something, then I'm not going to make these videos. As all of you guys have guessed, of course, her holding that over my head that she's going to come out with a live stream unless I delete my video. I look through.
That is so... Damn, bro. Okay, listen. At this point, okay, so... And now, mind you, I'm not putting... what is her name? Madison? Is her name Madison? Is that her name? I just want to get her name right before I make this statement. I believe her name's Madison. Crew World. Yeah, okay, Madison. So I'm just going to use Madison because it's easier to say, okay? At this point, and I'm not putting Madison down for this, so don't take it like this. But at this point, Madison has basically already showed Illuminati that she is scared of her, okay? So Illuminati is going to turn around and scare her even more. She can tell already at this point Madison is scared Illuminati's going to call her out publicly. Yeah, she's putting pressure on her. All right? How pussy do you have to be at, I think she said she was at 700K, to a girl that was at like 20K. How pussy do you have to be that you're scared of a 20K YouTuber when you have 700K? Because you only did that because you were scared, Illuminati. She only did that to Madison because she was scared. But she knew she had the upper hand because Madison already showed her that she was scared of Illuminati. Illuminati's a pussy for that. I'm not worried about a power imbalance. I'm not worried about that part. But like I said, Madison already showed her she was scared of her. So Illuminati felt like she knew she had the upper hand. So I'm going to apply more pressure to scare you even more. And it was all because Illuminati herself was scared because she knew she was talking out of her ass. Yeah, Stan Marsh, I agree. I think she'd like to destroy smaller creators in general. Probably. You know? But it all boils down to Illuminati herself was scared because Illuminati knew she was wrong. She knew she was wrong. That's why she tried to spin that narrative. No, I haven't seen a Blair live.
All of this, and I can see how she played me like a fiddle, and I fell like right into it. So then I reply, I would love to understand from your perspective why this all went down the way it did. If we can work things out privately, I'll delete that entire section of the video. I offered to delete that section of the video. So then I said, but I don't understand why you acted the way you did. Attacked me publicly. A lot of people knew it was me you were talking about in the podcast and DM'd me. So you didn't hide my identity very well. I don't know. I only showed what you said, and my intention was only to include what was mentioning me in the podcast. I didn't go out of my way to try and find dirt on you or dig up more things I have a problem with. I just want to understand from your perspective why you did that. It did genuinely hurt me. I tried to reach out before in a kind way and you never responded. I don't get it. I want to understand what the fuck happened. And she liked that message, which again, looking back, she hearted it because literally she's like, I like that. That's what I wanted. I wanted.
Yes. Because she showed you showed her that she had the upper hand in the situation. Yeah. You just basically bent the knee to her.
her to offer up to delete the section of the video. Now we're getting somewhere. She responds, okay, and I would definitely like some answers too. And I have many questions, as you do. If we can work things out privately, I will not go forward with my stream and subsequent videos. Subsequent videos. So she was planning to not only make a stream, but make multiple videos about me. If you have Discord, I'm more than willing to talk things out with you.
Girl, she only did it because she was scared of you. She was actually scared of you. Unfortunately, you showed her, though, that you were scared of her, so she felt like she had a leg to stand on with you, and she felt like she could crush you because you were already scared of her. That's all that was. That's all that was.
I just hate typing everything, in my opinion, and I feel like this will be a bit of a time-consuming process for us to go back and forth in DMs. If not, I understand that as well, and we can continue here. I said, I feel that, and thanks for responding in a respectful way. I get that you felt attacked. I think we both felt attacked and responded in defense, but I would like to hear your side, because that's the respectful thing to do. But that's also what I wanted to do from the beginning, and had been trying to do this entire time. And it's so obvious now at this point, the only reason she is open to talking with me now at this point is because she's experiencing backlash. She was more than comfortable, never hearing my side and squashing me like a bug when she felt like she could do that and wasn't experiencing any backlash. Would you be open to chatting on the FaceTime feature on Insta, or we can FaceTime call each other? Obviously, we don't have to show your face. I'm pregnant and would look like a wreck right now anyways, or we can Zoom or anything else if you have a preferred method of communicating. She said, yeah, I'm okay with that. I didn't know IG had a call feature. I'm terrible with IG. I don't answer messages anymore. Okay, sure, because I've noticed off. I'm good with cams off because I'm a mess today. Let me figure out how to do Zoom stuff. I didn't ask, but like, is now a good time? I said, that's okay. I'll call you on the little FaceTime looking icon. She said, yeah, let's go for it. Let me keep my phone on my desk because I'm like Danny DeVito right now. I'm the trash man. I said, I feel that. That's what I look like most days. Video call 12, video ended 3:14. So around a 3-hour call, it looks like. After our call, she sends me the supposed subbotting website that made an article on me and told me that I should get a lawyer to take down this article so it doesn't look like I'm buying subbots. There was an article on a site that does subbotting, I guess. Literally, I have no idea still to this day, like what the site is. The funny thing is the logo is a purple triangle for this site. So I don't know.
Projecting! Oh! I can see.
So this site apparently wrote an article about this one singular video that I did. This one singular video. This site writes an article about that. This site has written multiple articles about multiple different YouTubers. That doesn't mean that they do subbotting on that site. Like, this is called SEO, people.
Right.
Like, sites do this so that they can rank up when people search different YouTubers and buy their product. You know, it has nothing to do with anyone subbotting, you know?
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Like, that is
and like,
that's such a reach. Is she a yoga teacher? Because she's reaching. That's the stretchiest.
That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Blair. Oh, Blair. She loves to play mind games. Blair loves to play mind games.
Reach I ever saw.
And there's like this Twitter post where, you know how she's rapidly losing subscribers? Well, there's a spike of 1,000 subscriber gains in a minute.
Deflecting. If you're gonna accuse someone of subbotting, like maybe like check your analytics first before you go off and accuse other people of doing it. Like, come on, man. It's so stupid. I thought the phone call was 2 hours. It looks like with the timestamps of the FaceTime call that it was 3 hours. And to be fair, the phone call was mostly positive. That's why I wanted to do a phone call or a meeting in the first place. I've heard stories of Blair being hateful and mean on the phone, but it wasn't like that. I feel like usually when I'm on the phone with people, I'm not a mean or hateful person. So I was friendly and I complimented her work and we talked about our opinions on content creation and our differences in our content. And I wanted so badly to believe that if we could clear things up, we could just move on maturely and focus on creating important content. Again, I respected Blair at this time as a content creator. I genuinely didn't want people to start bashing Blair's content because I thought she was doing important work. And I thought that we were two individuals who wanted to take down bad MLM companies. So I thought it would just look bad for us to be fighting with each other. It just felt like in the grand scheme of things, it was more important to focus on the scammers and the bad companies. And Blair on the phone call made it seem like she was on the same page. And even talked about how she wanted to be my friend, which I should have seen.
Oh God, are you? Oh my God, no. Oh, Blair.
as a red flag because it was a completely 180 different personality to how she was posting online about me. But I didn't. I wanted so badly to believe that she was the person she was pretending to be on the phone call. I thought it was great symbolism of two women content creators coming together for the greater good. But really, I think all it was her trying to further her agenda of me deleting that section of my video. That's all she wanted. She didn't care about the greater good. She didn't care about being friends with me, definitely. She didn't care about the message behind our content or our values or any of that. That 3-hour conversation was complete bullshit. She was selling me a lie just to get me to do what she wanted me to do, and I was an
Yes. Yes, Weird Housewives Club. Blair really preyed on her thinking the best of people. Yes. 1000%. That's exactly what it is. You actually put it better than I did in one sentence. That's exactly what Blair did. That's exactly what she did. Blair is one of those, if you show a weakness, she's going to exploit it. If you show a weakness towards her, she's going to exploit it.
Absolute dumbass who bought into it way too easily. Again, she had done nothing but treat me like absolute crap online at the most vulnerable time in my life, and I forgave her in an instant, and I don't fully know why. I think I genuinely wanted her to become a leader of people in the creator space. And I did want this situation to be a good example for other creators that there doesn't need to be nastiness and infighting and drama between creators. There doesn't need to be people stepping on other people to get ahead in the creator space. I think I wanted so desperately to believe that someone I respected and looked up to wasn't a complete piece of shit. So I ignored all red flags and only paid attention to the good information that Blair was feeding me. But when I look back on the phone call, there were a lot of subtle, threatening undertones.
Oh. I believe it.
Again, there was the website with the article about me, which, how did you come across this website with this article about me? That's suspicious. How did you find this? Either you're doing way too much research on me, which is creepy, or you have something to do with this article of me existing on this website. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, Blair told me about Tommy C and Tipster and how they treated her terribly. They were out to get her. And I think she told me this information.
Oh, this bitch.
So that when they made content about our situation, I wouldn't side with them. She also said that they made fun of her appearance constantly and that their fans would attack her appearance. She also said that from my Instagram, she could tell exactly where I lived. And she told me what specific Instagram posts of mine I should take down if I don't want people to find out where I lived, which she
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Whew. Okay, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. I can tell you now, my anger would have got activated. My anger would have gotten activated. Oh my God.
Tried to make seem helpful, but had a threatening, scary undertone to it. Again, I don't have this phone call recorded, but a lot of the statements that Blair made after the fact about our phone call can kind of back up what I'm saying here. It's common knowledge that Blair, at least at this time, lived in Colorado. Now, I don't talk a ton about the fact that I live in Colorado, and I don't publicly share my location that often. I've shared a few times that I live in Colorado. I haven't shared like the specific city, but Blair and I happened to live in the same city at this time. So after our phone call, Blair literally tweets about us both living in Colorado and living near each other, and how after this phone call we're besties and we're gonna meet up for coffee, and goes on a live stream and talks about the fact that I live in Colorado.
One thing that happened in addition to this was she did a Twitch stream.
We both found out we both live in Colorado and we live like an hour away from each other.
I would have met her for coffee. I absolutely would have met her for coffee. Yes, Blair. Let's go meet up for coffee. 1000%. Come on. Let's go meet up at the local Starbucks. Come on, Blair. I'll meet you there. Let's have brunch. I'll meet you there at 11:30. I would have absolutely met her for brunch. 1000%. 1000%. I love brunch too, Toots. I love me some brunch too.
I'm hoping maybe once like the COVID stuff chills out or whatever, that we can actually go get a tea or a coffee. So yeah.
She's blasting my location and the fact that I live near her publicly online in multiple different places. So not only do I live very near...
Me and Illuminati would have became besties. We would have became besties.
To this person that actively tried to destroy me, but she now knows this information and is blasting it online, telling all of her followers that I live very close to her. So she told me privately, hey, these posts on Instagram show exactly where you live, you better delete them soon, and then goes online right after our phone call and tells all of her followers, hey, Madison lives right near me. So all of her followers could basically go onto my Instagram and find all those posts and figure out exactly where I lived very easily. There's so much weirdness about that. I don't want to say she was deliberately trying to dox me and get people who avidly followed her and possibly hated me to dox me and figure out where I lived, but it kind of felt that way. If someone told me privately where they lived, I would never all of a sudden go on a bunch of public tweets and live streams and blast where they lived publicly and that they lived within the vicinity of where I lived.
Wow. Just wow. Holy shit. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. And mind you, she's pregnant at this time. Mind you, she's pregnant. Oh my God. No. Holy shit. Holy shit.
To all of my followers. Another important context to this is at the time I did not live in the safest house, and when I was 8 months pregnant, actually my house ended up getting broken into, my car getting stolen while I was home actually, which was a very traumatizing event. I'm laughing about it now because it was actually just wild. So I have a thing about that. I have a thing about my location being known and just like the safety of where I'm living. Why was she advertising where I lived to her audience like that? And it was never for genuine reasons. It was never because she actually wanted to grab coffee with me and be besties with me, because a few days after she sent out those tweets about how we're grabbing coffee, she completely stopped messaging me. So you just pretended to be nice to me on a phone call, like we were going to be mature adults and figure this out for the greater good of content everywhere.
We both admitted wrong. We both made mistakes is what it was. We just kind of moved on because like that's what adults do.
No mention of the fact that she literally lied about this woman.
Then you went and blasted my location publicly. Thank you. We DM'd for like 2 days about how tough your life is being a content creator.
I would have counted down the days that I could catch her at the local Walmart at that point. Oh.
And the drama, which I cannot believe I participated in this conversation so casually, literally believing all of a sudden that Blair was the victim, like she literally did a number on me.
In the DMs, I'm ultra friendly with her. It's so embarrassing.
No, like as long as I've known you though, Madison, like you've always given people the benefit of the doubt and just been like genuinely like kind to people. And people like Blair will take that and use it to their advantage. And I think Blair at that point knew that if she didn't get a handle on that whole situation, then this would have blown up the way it's kind of blowing up on her now. Like it would have looked really bad for her. So she's like, oh, well, she's a nice person. She'll be easy to manipulate. Also, I have way more subscribers than her. So she'll, but it's not, you can't be embarrassed for that though. Like that's not your fault.
Saying in these DMs after our phone call, like you do incredible research. And we're talking about neighborhoods in the city that we live in. We're talking about like, how we're going to be, friends and besties. Yeah. Like I'm sorry that, now you're getting hate comments about this controversy. I'm sorry that happened. I was like trying to empathize with her and be like, I'm sorry, because I really did feel bad that like, because of this, she was now getting videos made about her.
I think any,
oh my God. Oh, Blair. Oh God, that's so bad. That's so bad. Like, why? That's, oh my God. Bro, that's on another level. That is on another level. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Decent human being would feel the same way, though. I think she absolutely manipulated you, and it's really sad, but I also don't want you to like feel bad about that, because like, it can happen to anybody. It's almost like you'd be feeling bad for just being a genuinely good person. It's like, don't feel bad for that.
And then a few days later,
I agree.
she stopped.
I agree with Savannah there. I do agree with her there. The only thing is, and I'm pretty sure she has, I hope Madison has learned a few lessons about it. I really do. I hope she's learned a few lessons about it. Of course, now she's the bigger YouTuber, but, you know, yeah. That's so shitty. That's so damn shitty. I cannot believe that. Oh, she's getting her come to Jesus moment during this time period, Paranormal. She's getting her come to Jesus moment.
Messaging me. So in the phone call, we came to an agreement. We were both going to make public statements. She wasn't going to make her live stream and multiple public videos on her channel. And that was that. Drama over. But I think looking back, I apologized too much. I literally deleted my video, made a public statement apologizing to Blair. And she was basically just like, yep, kind of sorry. We both made mistakes.
Exactly. You did. You did apologize too much. You started out. But again, it's a lesson you gotta learn. I've made mistakes too. In the past year, I've had to learn a lot. I thought I had it all figured out. And I learned rather quickly I did not. You know? And that's what life is, right? It's about learning. And unfortunately, you had to learn this shit through an asshole like Illuminati. But you know what? And I know I said I would never mention this again, but quite honestly, I'm going to anyway. Karma is a bitch. And people eventually get what's coming to them, and that's exactly what Illuminati is getting now. So you can rest easy on that.
I just wanted everything to end. I wanted to believe that there was going to be this happy ending where Blair would grow and she would be a great example. And I wanted the torment and stress to end so I could have a healthy pregnancy, which of course I had a healthy baby and there was a happy ending there, which I'm so grateful for. But I regret bending over backwards to make myself so little. Why did I just let her continue on? Give her exactly everything she wanted? What if I stood up more, held her accountable more for how she had hurt me? And what if that prevented her from hurting more people? I'd hoped that maybe she would have learned and grown from all of this and moved on and been a better person, not as vindictive. At the end of all of this mess, that was really all I could have hoped for. But that was really a lie I had told myself at the time, because she continued to be horrible and do horrible things. And
she's never gonna stop. She's never gonna stop. Illuminati is never gonna stop. And I don't think Illuminati is going to learn from everything that's happening now. I think it's ingrained in her brain to be the way that she is. I don't think she's even going to learn from what's going on now with her cancellation. Honestly.
all that stress and chaos was for nothing. The cover-ups I did for her were for nothing. She made a public statement in a live stream saying basically we're now besties, and after the phone call I thought we were on fairly good terms. I would message her for 2 days after our phone call, and the messages I still have after all this, they're still up. Even right before making this video, we talked about the anti-MLM community, about predatory practices MLM companies do with mom groups. She acted like she could be a mentor to me as a YouTuber. There was a YouTuber that was sort of tweeting about this drama, asking why she couldn't forgive him in the manner she forgave me, and I sent her a screenshot about that. I even sent her a screenshot of Tommy C's video, but I asked her if she wanted me to make a comment on that video. Again, she had convinced me that Tommy C was attacking her appearance, and that thumbnail on that particular video did kind of make it look like he was making fun of her appearance. Recently, I went through and watched that video. In that particular video, there was nothing bad that Tommy C said about Blair. So again, I think Blair fed me a complete lie.
Yeah, she did. She absolutely did. Like, she lies about everybody else. Yes. Yes. Even when she's the aggressor, she will sit there and lie and go, I was just defending myself. Were you, though? Were you?
Stance, and I empathized with her, felt bad for her because I thought she was being attacked.
I know, I can't wait for Oz's video either. I really can't wait for Oz's video.
For her appearance by this group of people when it was a complete lie. I want to apologize for Tommy C for thinking that you were going after someone for her appearance for years when that was just a complete lie I was being fed. But I think her trying to be my friend, saying she realized the errors of her ways and messaging me in a friendly way was 100% an act. Because a few days after it worked and I had deleted everything, she stopped messaging me completely and went on acting like I never existed. And I think the reason why is she never anticipated that Tipster and other people were going to screen record my video.
Well, I think another reason why she did it too is because she got what she wanted from you. She got everything that she wanted from you. That's why. That's why she did it. She got everything she wanted from you. Because you literally, and again, not putting you down for it because she was a bigger YouTuber and I can understand it being a scary situation. But you literally bent the knee to her and that's all she wanted. Honestly.
So thank you. I think she thought she was going to get away with it all and that the entire controversy was going to be deleted forever. And when Tipster and other people reposted it, she realized that she wasn't just going to get away with it. And being pissed off, she just cut contact with me. And I realized I was completely used. She gave zero shits about me. It wasn't a women supporting women. We're being so mature about this and moving on for the greater good. It was just a larger creator taking advantage of a smaller creator, using her power to threaten me by making not only a live stream, but multiple videos about me for me just trying to defend myself online. Then to get me to do what she wanted, she pretended to be my friend. And the second it all didn't work out for her, she cut me off and just threw me to the side, literally in the trash. All that bullshit. Oh, we had a great chat. We're gonna grab coffee one day. Yeah, it's been 2 years, Blair. I'm still waiting on my coffee. I don't know, maybe you just think I drink too much of it in my videos, so I probably don't need any.
And then she sits down for a video, maybe 30, 40 minutes long, drinks a coffee, is distracted the whole time, and just gives her opinion on how she feels about things.
In her mind, she just saw me as a fool and just like she got away with it all. And she did for the time being. And I was a fool. I was. And after all of that, it just caused me to distance myself from a lot of people in the YouTube community. I just did not trust anyone because she was one of my first, if not the first, experiences I had with any creator in the larger YouTube community. So it really made me think, is every YouTube creator like this? Is every YouTube creator mean and vicious and going to...
No, not every YouTuber, but I certainly wouldn't trust most. I'm gonna be honest. Not every YouTuber is like that, obviously. I mean, I hang out with a few YouTubers myself, but I certainly wouldn't trust a lot of YouTubers, honestly. I wouldn't. Been there, done that, won't do it again. So, yeah.
Take advantage of you and step all over you the second they get a chance. Though I know that there are some really great creators out there who have been incredibly nice and kind and amazing and supportive. So I want to take this opportunity in my video to shout those people out. Turkey Tom, I've recently messaged.
Oh, shout out Turkey Tom!
And was so kind to me. Sloan is always amazing.
Okay, I love Sloan. Sloan is messy, but Sloan has always been very nice to me. Sloan has always been very nice to me in the DMs.
And I just always...
Even when I only had like, oh dear God, Sloan has always been... I have been in the DMs with Sloan, you know, on and off, not all the time, right? But Sloan is always... First time I ever talked to Sloan, I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers yet. I was still like maybe 600, 700. And Sloan took the time to talk to me. So, yeah. Sloan's always been cool with me.
Smile when I think of him because never a bad thing to say about him. He is so incredibly kind. Mooncat has always been an inspiration to me. Genuinely original content, puts so much effort into her content for being original and is so inspiring. Smoky Glow, I started watching her before I ever made...
I have a Smoky Glow hoodie. For when I used to be a T channel, I love Smoky Glow.
YouTube videos, and I hope she's doing okay. Love her to death. Within the anti-MLM community, Savannah Marie and Margaret Angel are my ride or dies, and my true friends, love them to death, have always been there for me, and I highly recommend checking out their channels. I remember Jackie Ina commented on one of my videos once, and I was just over the moon, so happy about it. Love her. She's always amazing in the YouTube community. And thank you so much to FPS Diesel.
That's the homeboy right there. FPS Diesel is the homeboy. I love me some FPS Diesel. That's the homeboy right there. Shout out to FPS Diesel. Absolutely. FPSW. Yes. That's the homeboy right there.
For being the only creator to email me and ask me directly what happened between me and Illuminati before making a video about the Illuminati situation.
I want to clarify, I decided to work on my own video to bring my experience forward in hopes that it helps validate the experience of others and maybe help foster a positive creator environment when all is said and done, as well as finally close this chapter in my life. That being said, after doing my own research on Wonderstruck, The Click, One Topic, and Oz Media's experiences, I've further spoken with them to hear from their own perspectives and get some further clarity on their story, and even discussed their recollection of my interactions with Blair. I'm so thankful that through this, I was able to make friends with genuine, kind, and also just funny and intelligent creators, and was able to overcome trust issues that Blair instilled in me.
Good
and
for
they've
her.
definitely helped me through that and understand what I went through.
So there are some amazing creators out there. I just think I was initially heartbroken when this happened, and it again just happened at such a vulnerable point in my life. And that's my story with Blair or Illuminati. This has been such a long and exhausting video that at the end, I don't really know what to say besides, it's a cruel world out there. Watch out. And that's all I have to say for this video. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. Comment cruel world so I know that you made it to the end of this video, especially on this one. It really means a lot to have your support. I know so many of you guys wanted to hear my story, but we're patiently waiting, and that really means a lot to me. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Shout out to Oz Media's video coming soon, baby. Fuck yeah. Oh, wait. That was awesome. I hate her now because I kind of teared up at the very end. Okay? You have to excuse me. I have to hate her a little bit for making me feel feelings. I didn't appreciate that very much. But, no, it was a good video. Good for her. Good for her coming out with it. She's too adorable as a human. Yeah, she is a little cutie. She is. And I'm glad she learned some lessons. And I'm glad she learned that not everybody is a bad person, you know? Think about it. The first person you get in contact with that's another creator and they end up doing you like that. That's horrible. You know? Yeah, I don't like her because she made me tear up at the very end. I went that whole time without tearing up, and then I started to tear up at the end. I don't appreciate that shit. I don't appreciate it when people make me feel feelings. Okay? We don't do that on this channel, okay? We are tough as motherfucking nails on this channel, alright? We are a good, wholesome, mean-ass Christian Mingle channel. Damn it. So, when do y'all think Oz Media's... I think, okay, I have a feeling that Oz Media's video is... I have a feeling Oz Media's video is going to be the atomic bomb. I really do. I have that feeling that Oz Media's video is going to be the atomic bomb on Illuminati. Yeah, exactly, Kay. The broadcast is for feelings, not my main channel, okay? Just saying. Yeah, I think he's got the nuke. 1000%. Yes. I cannot wait for his video to come out. It needs to come out. Hurry up, Oz. Hurry up, Oz. Okay? We can't wait any longer, Oz. Where's the video, Oz? Oz is probably this one who has the most dirt on her given how she acted in her video. Yeah. Yep. Oz didn't want to make it, and he's probably got a lot of receipts to go through. Probably. It's obviously coming out soon, though. Because listen, obviously she knows it's coming because she put it at the end of her video. So, my guess, within the week. My guess is within the week it's coming out. Imagine Turkey Tom being one of the names of people to help her. He seems so gruff on stream. Well, Sinessa, I mean, look how I am on stream. You can't really go by that. I mean, people think I'm mean with the way I talk. Like, I'm super aggressive. I have a super aggressive personality. People think I'm always yelling when I'm not yelling. I'm just being passionate. When I yell, I break microphones. You know, so you can't really go by that. Well, okay, the only thing I can say, and I don't know if this is true, so take this with a grain of salt, but what I heard about the Oz video is that it's going to be very long, and okay, I may have to react to that video in 2 parts. Yes, Ansan, I've been through so many microphones. F's in the chat for the fallen soldiers. That is my microphone. I've had a lot of microphones in my time during, you know, my time on YouTube here. I've had a lot of microphones. So yeah, from what I hear, I might have to end up, because I want to listen to every single piece of his video. So it might end up becoming like, might have to do it in 2 parts. From what I hear. Now, I don't know if that's true, so take it with a grain of salt, because I don't know Oz, so I can't say for sure. So. True, Sinessa, but a lot of people don't get that. That's the problem. A lot of people don't get that. Sinessa says, I don't find Xylie aggressive. The yelling is passion. She breaks a mic when she's passionately angry at a situation. Yeah, that's true, but a lot of people don't get that. People think I'm yelling all the time, and I'm not. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So, anyway, any other questions or comments before we get out of here? I have a, what do you call it? What is it called? I have a recording with the broadcast in an hour, so y'all can get a video on the broadcast on Saturday. Yeah, Luna, I really think it is going to be the mother of all nukes. I think Oz's video is what's going to be the atomic bomb, honestly. I really do believe that. So, I still haven't seen part 2 of Swoop's video. And I still need to go over Swoop's video, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, and this is nothing, obviously nothing against Adam or anything, but I got kind of burnt out with that story. So that's why I haven't, like, I've gone to want to do Swoop's video, but I would change my mind because I'm just really, really burnt out on that story. But hopefully we can do it sometime soon before her 3rd one comes out. You know, it's nothing against Swoop. I'm just really burnt out on that story. Riss says, yeah, a lot of these videos cover the same things over. Yeah. I'm just really burnt out on that whole thing. I mean, believe me, I'm still there. I'm still a soldier. It's just, I needed to take a break. And then I got the break that I needed when my computer broke down. And it's been kind of hard to get back into it because I was away from my computer for so long. But yeah, I'm burnt out on it. So, I apologize for not going over the second Swoop video yet. It's just, that's the reason why. You know. But okay, guys, well, I'm gonna let y'all go so I can get some stuff done before my recording with the ladies. People want those sweet views. Listen, I got some good views going over those videos too. I got some damn good views going over those videos, but if I mentally can't do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to force myself, because there's no way that I can give y'all a good show if mentally I'm not there. And to me, giving y'all a good show is more important than getting a lot of views. You know what I mean? So, I may end up going live. We're going to watch some Thorpe stuff tonight after my recording with the girls. So be on the lookout if you're going to be up late. So anyway, y'all have a great night. And always remember, don't let bitches like Illuminati make you feel bad about yourself and gaslight you. God damn it. And keep that shit real. Bye.
Like me, open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.
Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in